How to make a Windows 10 bootable USB flash drive. Hello everyone, this is Teacher Sha once again. In this video, I'll be showing you how to create a Windows 10 bootable USB flash drive. There are two common ways to do this. The first way is to directly use the media creation tool from Microsoft, in which case, all you would need is a USB stick, 8GB or larger, and an internet connection. The faster, the better. The second way is to use a third-party application to create your Windows 10 bootable USB. In that case, you will need a Windows 10 ISO file, which you can download for free. I will show you how to do this in just a moment. A USB stick and of course a third-party application. There are other third-party applications that you can choose from. Yet, I'll be using Rufus. I find it quite easy to use, it has great reviews, and of course, it's free. And now, without further ado, let's jump right into it. Okay, so for the first method, I'll be using the Microsoft Media Creation tool. You can get that directly from Microsoft website. Simply go to Google and search Download Windows 10 and hit Enter. Click on the first result from Microsoft. On this page, click on Download the tool now. And the Windows 10 Media Creation tool will download shortly. It's just about 18 MB in size, so it will download pretty fast. After the download, run the tool by double-clicking. Accept the license terms. Now here, the default option is to upgrade this PC now, but you want to select Create Installation Media for another PC. But first, insert your USB flash drive. Before you do that, you should ensure you back up the files on your USB flash drive because the Media Creation tool will automatically delete the files on your drive during the creation process. As you can see, I have no files in my USB flash drive, so I'm good to go. You will need to select Create Installation Media for another PC and click on Next. On this page, you are to select the language architecture and the edition of Windows 10 you wish to have. By default, I have English as the language, Windows 10 edition, and then 64-bit architecture as the recommended options. Now, you want to change this configuration to match your PC's specifications. So first, uncheck Use the recommended options for this PC. Only then you will be able to change the default settings. For the language, I will leave mine as English US. Edition is of course Windows 10. Then on the architecture, there are three options: 32-bit, 64-bit, and both. If you already know the architecture of the PC you want to install your Windows 10 on, then you can select it here. But if you don't, or if you have much PCs you wish to install Windows 10 with both 32-bit and 64-bit options, then your best bet is to select the both option. That way, you will need to create multiple installation media. However, this will create more space on the drive, somewhere around 8 GB or so. If you want to run with the both option, then it's better to use at least a 16GB USB drive to avoid any errors. However, if you want to go with only a 32-bit or 64-bit option, then an 8GB USB drive should be enough. In my case, I'm using this 32GB flash drive. Here, I will select both for the architecture and hit Next to proceed with the process. On this page, it gives me the option of either using a USB flash drive or creating an ISO file which will later be burned to a DVD, so I will leave it as USB flash drive and hit next. Then, select the USB flash drive you want to use. You can easily go back to your computer to let you confirm the volume level of the USB drive to ensure you select the right drive. Then hit next to start the download and media creation process. Now, this stage will take you a while, depending on the speed of your internet connection, the processing power of your computer, and also the speed of your USB flash drive. So my USB drive are faster than others, especially when you compared 2.0 to 3.0. If you have the 3.0, do use it. 2.0 will also look fine, but it might take a little more time during the discretion process and also when you install Windows on your computer. In my case, this process will take a while, 15 to 20 minutes on average. It could take more or less time depending on the factors I just mentioned. I'm just going to fast forward this video. Now, we successfully completed the media creation process for Windows 10 installation. You should see this page saying your USB flash drive is ready. You can also go to your computer folder to verify that your USB now has the installation files and is configured as bootable. It should look something like this. So now, we are ready to install Windows 10 offline using this USB flash drive. The second method is to use a third-party application to create your Windows 10 bootable flash drive. Here, I'll be using Rufus. But before downloading and running Rufus, you need to have your Windows 10 ISO file saved somewhere on your computer. If you are yet to download a Windows 10 ISO file, the procedure is pretty similar to the first method you just saw. So, from Microsoft page, you downloaded Media Creation Tool, run the tool by double-clicking. Accept the license terms. Here, select Create Installation Media for another PC, and then click on Next. On this page, select the language, architecture, and edition of Windows you wish to have and hit Next. On that page that follows, it gives you the option of either using the USB flash drive or created an ISO file when you wish later burn into a DVD. So here, simply select the ISO file option and hit Next. Then, select the location where you want to save your ISO file and hit Save. I'll keep mine on the desktop. Now, wait for the download and media creation process to complete. Again, I will fast forward this part of the video. Afterwards, you should see a page like this showing the location where your ISO file was saved. If you go to that location, you should find a file like this called windows.iso. So now that we have the ISO file, I will go ahead and download Rufus. For that, simply go to Google and search Rufus. And click on the first result from rufus.ie. It should bring you to this download page. Here, scroll down to where it says download and click on the last updated version. I click on it, it's just about 1 MB. Now, after downloading, insert your USB flash drive and then double-click the installation file to run it. Click Yes on the user account control. You should have an interface like this. Here, first, select the USB device you want to use in case you have multiple USB devices attached. Then, on the boot selection field, use the drop-down to select disk or ISO image. Then, click on the select button to the right and locate the ISO file you have saved. Mine is on the desktop, so I will select that. And here, you need to select a partition SIM for the disk where you intend to install your Windows. The two options here are MBR and GPT. GPT is the newest SIM meant to replace MBR with some improved features. Now, if you intend to use this USB to install Windows on a formatted laptop or PC with no disk partitions, then you should select the GPT option. During the installation, it will automatically convert your disk to GPT. However, if you want to use the USB to upgrade from a previous version of Windows, then you may want to check the partition format of the disk. For Windows 10, simply go to your search and type disk partition, then click on Create and Format Disk Partition. Now, right-click on Disk 0 where you intend to install your Windows and select Properties. Here, click on the Volumes tab and then you should see the partitions style of your disk. Here, mine is GPT. So, GPT is selected here. Click on Start. It'll then informs you that all data on the USB flash drive will be deleted during the process. Now, ensure you back up all the files on the USB flash drive and hit OK. And wait for the process to complete. Now, when completed, you should see a ready here and then you can close Rufus and you check your USB flash drive. And with that, you have a Windows 10 bootable USB flash drive ready to install Windows 10 on other computers. And that is it for this lesson. I hope one of these will be able to help you out in the future. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.